we're gonna use this as a prop, so you know. Yeah. Onegaishimasu. Okay, we're gonna start with a couple of minutes, not a lot, of the meditation. Okay? A couple of things. What is mind? Why don't you look at the blackboard? Okay? Now there's some interesting patterns and stuff on there, very important. But let's fill it with graffiti. I could write something like, a former president sucks or something like that on there. It's graffiti. Okay? But a lot of our conscious mind, the graffiti is so much there we don't see the patterns. So let's just say mind is like a blank blackboard. So you can isolate the importance, or it's fairly blank, the important equations or algorithms from the gossip, the noisy part. Okay? Now, ready? Sit easy. Eyes open or closed, doesn't matter. Okay, good. Everybody up? Okay. Now, one of the things, for example, we've got this here. Let's say he's coming to grab here. Mhm. Notice how the hips turn as opposed to go to. They don't turn. They just kind of. And if he's thinking about punching me here, notice how that we're covering it now. Right? Okay, so Paul, why don't you hold that for a bit? Easy to start. Okay. Soak in the sound, soak in the silence. Okay, all right. Okay. Anyway, let's just start out, okay, with a partner. For now, let him grab with a little bit of weight. Oh, all right. Can't run your weight. Okay. Let him grab with a little bit of weight. Now, would you grab a little bit of weight? Grab with a little bit of weight, just for now. Just stay cool. If he's coming in this direction, it's like, sorry. It's very fluid, isn't it? So we look at the board. Let's wipe it clean. We're going to learn to put the right equations on there. Everything starts with your mind. If your mind's screwed, your body movement's screwed. Okay, if you're coming in this direction, see that much? Easy, isn't it? Now I turn my hip as opposed to set and drop my weight. Okay? I'm using this because it's the next. Okay, now, you know what it is. I know how to do the proper algorithms. Okay, I'm studying a computer program eventually. It upgrades. Better version of that program. Windows something as opposed to Windows less. Okay? After a bit, that's cool. The programs write themselves. It's fluid. Right? So as he's coming in this direction, stuff like now he punches or something, but that's already covered in that program, isn't it? Free, fluid motion. Okay, so we take this away, so we're doing that motion. Okay? And all I'm doing is clearing my mind. The step, one of the things, for example, the algorithms are not that hard. Instead of setting front and right, I rotate my hip. Hips is an equation. It's an algorithm. All right? He comes in this way, then we go this way, then all of a sudden we might go the other way. Right? After a while, wipe the blackboard clean. The equation, you know how to write the equations. Okay, you don't go, okay. A little bit more. The equations start to write themselves. Still you. You see what I mean? Still you. Okay. He's coming to strike or something. Boom. That's an equation right there. Intercept to stop. You do that with your hand, not just. I'm holding this as a prop. If it comes in this way, we can go this way, then we can go a little lower here. It can be striking motion, boom. Okay? Everything starts with your mind. If your mind has got too much graffiti on it, you don't see the equations, the algorithms wrong. You got to kind of, sometimes that's all you have to really clear the mind. That's the bell. You stay. Okay, you practice writing the equations. And you update them. Better program. After a while, you write the program. If it's coming this way, for example, if you're coming this direction, turn that motion. If you're coming this way, it's like you write the equation. You're not operating within the program. You're writing the program. At that point, your mind, which starts everything, and your body form the two things in the equal sign. All right? Okay? That's our goal. Okay? Okay. In basketball terms, where you're seeing somebody over here, you're missing that Curry is wide open.
Oh.
So your movement's right, but I think maybe you know what I mean. You don't want to go so much into that, and but you miss the white. You see what I mean? Yeah. So go again. Easy. Yes. And now your movement quality. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And we could. Looney's open at 15 feet, but Curry's wide open in the corner. I'm so fixated on Looney. I miss Curry open.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. See, the only thing I did right there is just wipe the back. You wipe the blackboard so you see the equations more.
Yeah.
If you're Draymond, that's the first thing you're looking at. The hoop. Everything in basketball, got the ball. You got to get it there. What's the second thing? They're stiff. They're connected. I get it to Steph. You see what I mean? Yeah. So within that, if you're coming in this direction, okay, easy. You're coming in this direction, easy. I'm staring at the blackboard because I don't understand the equation. It'll be easy here, makes sense. The algorithms on the blackboard are things like hips.
Yeah.
I don't understand hips. You don't understand hips. You feel understand hips. You see that feeling a little bit right there?
Yeah.
That's all that is. What is your mind? The junk that's going in my head. No. It's too much that. Clear it off so I see the equations better.
Yeah.
It's like a program. Okay, I got a program. Now I'm going to get an update. Okay, better program. Windows this is supposed to Windows that. Good. After a while, I want to write the program. Right? I mean, no, I don't want to be a computer programmer, but that's what we're doing. Okay? Good. Okay, good. All right. Okay, good. Okay. There was something I was reading. I was reading something about mindfulness. Big word, this culture. So much stress is mental. And then it affects our body. Blood sugar goes up, blood pressure soars. What else happens? You stay in that unfiltered, and all of a sudden you get battling something worse. Okay? So it'd be very easy. Breathe, be present, And one of the things about mindfulness is, the equations are in my conscious mind, and I'm getting better at them. And I can upgrade the program. Now, the unconscious mind is where the updates come, and eventually is where you become the programmer. Draymond Green has the ball. Steph Curry makes a cut, is wide open, and Draymond hits him perfectly in stride for an easy hoop. Where were the Boston Celtics? In the graffiti on the board. Where were Steph and Draymond? The essential equations or algorithms for winning a game. Strength in numbers. Okay? So it's just, it's every movement physically goes through your mind. Noisy mind. Better, but a rigid mind. Okay, now I know the movements. The updates flow through your unconscious mind. What does that mean? Blank blackboard. That's scary. But after all, you trust. Oh. And after a while, as you start to get the updates through that, you become the programmer. You write and create the program in your unconscious. Okay? Osensei kind of had a fancy name for that. He called it Takemitsu Aiki. Okay? Well, we're living in the culture where what I'm saying makes more sense than Takemitsu Aiki and gods and goddesses and magical floating bridges. Okay? That was his program. You have to kind of go, oh my God, that program is in Russian. Now, can I get it in English? Of course you can. Yeah. Everything that the Warriors did, the Celtics should have done better. They were younger, much more balanced defensively, and they were arrogant. Yeah. And the Warriors went in and they totally dismantled them. Why? Because as a team, they shared the same blackboard. They not only knew the plays in each other, and they're mindful. Too full of this. No, mindful. You know it so well it flows through your unconscious mind, and your body is fluid. In fact, after a while, your body seems to know the movement before you consciously think it. That's called a flow state. And Osensei's mind, body, heaven, earth, that particular position, this is so quiet. The body is so efficiently connected to it. You're standing in that, our version of the understanding, the magic bridge. Heaven, earth, floating bridge. Okay? Good. Now stand up. Now movement, counter movement. Movement, counter movement. Counter movement, movement back. Boom. Now, these are more complex equations. Some of you are practicing on your own. You're starting to kind of get them a bit. That's good. But settle a bit deeper. Deeper state of that blackboard. Down there, it comes through your unconscious. But you still know it. But at that point, you don't. Because it's unconscious. It comes in this way. Okay, right here. Boom. Hold that for me. I know it, but it's an out-of-date program. Okay, I've upgraded. Deeper. Oh, the program sort of writes itself, doesn't it? I don't understand it. Yes, you do. It's just you're deep enough that it's coming through your unconscious, not your conscious. And your body and your mind are kind of talking. It's like Draymond and Steph are feeling each other. And the Celtics have bigger, faster, younger, more arrogant guys that can't do that. That's why we won. Okay? Now right here, I'm wide open here. So a couple of things right here. Instead of stalling, turn your hip. Now I'm going to take a step and get punched in the face, so make sure you cover your face. And you're going to turn around. And then, okay? All I'm doing, I'm lecturing you, putting the equations on the blackboard, but the blackboard of your mind has to be somewhat clear in order to absorb it. Now, what I want you to be able to do, write your own algorithms. All I'm doing is presenting something. Ono Sensei heard from O Sensei time and time again. Learn it and forget it. You see me do it, you copy me. Copy me, create your own move. Okay? Cover. This is the delicate point. Gee, what do I do? No, you turn your hip. Channel his energy over there. You want to be a little more martial, you know? Boom. There's a lot of things you can do. But, and I say, I'm gonna rock his bones with a bone crushing Shihonage. So make sure you cover your face. Now you're going to turn around and simply give him his wrist back, and you got a Shihonage. All I'm doing is encouraging you to clear your mind. Erase the graffiti as best you can. I wish I could erase mine better. Okay? Get the basic algorithms. Rotate your hip, cover your face. Be aware of the openings, the potential breakdown. Okay? When somebody overplays stuff, Draymond knows out there he's going to cut for the hoop, an easy pass. If they're smart, they close on him, and he's got Clay in the corner to hit an open three. They know that like that. Those are very important algorithms. And they don't know it consciously. It flows through their unconscious, so it appears magical. Okay, you can be athletic, young, you can be arrogant, and you're going to clean the Warriors out. You're like that in game one. I don't know. Here it comes. Finally, our comeuppance. Guess what? We won. The strength in numbers. Fewer equations, more pertinent. Better equations. Better algorithms. The algorithms are writing themselves, and they're translating instantly through body motion and connection to your partner. I'm not fighting him. I'm Stephen Curry. He's Draymond Green. Okay, we're connecting on a beautiful piece of teamwork. Okay? Let's go again. Change partners. It's Shihonage. Okay? Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's Southpaw. All you're doing is seeing the equations better.
Yeah.
You can spend a lot of time wrestling, twisting, forcing, but you see what I mean? It's not that hard. What's really hard is clearing the blackboard.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? That was a beautiful piece of work. Okay? Right? Okay, now, whatever Windows is, you need an update. Okay? Okay. Confused. Why in the world doesn't this app work? I need a better version of Windows. Okay. Not the app's problem. The app. Okay, that's better. Feel the difference? Yeah. What happened? You cleared the blackboard. Now what happened? You missed something. Okay, it's a new program. So of course I upgraded, but then again the program. So let's go back here. Now before you do that, don't turn your hip so fast. Get your other hand there. Double technique. Now turn your hip. Now raise your hand, cover your face. Now you got the movement. Feel different?
Yes.
Your phrasing's a little off. Okay? If I'm Draymond Green, I look for Steph first. Most time he's double teamed. So what I should do, I should look for Clay. Oh yeah, two guys on Steph, somebody's open. Well, Chancellor Clay is covered too. So, you know, well, there's Andrew Wiggins, he can make shots. There's Kevon Looney. I don't want to look for Kevon first. The only time I look for Kevon if all of a sudden I get everybody's covered and Kevon realizes the team is too stupid, so he cuts for the hoop and gets it done. I don't want to be looking at him first. Okay? So back. Turn your hip. Good. Now cover your face. Good. You feel the difference? It's easy. It's light. All you did was clear your blackboard and highlight algorithm, sub-algorithm, sub-sub-algorithm. You cleaned yourself. That's what Bruce Lee said. I'm not going to teach you any technique. He's going to help you clean your mess up. He said that to Chuck Norris. He said that to Bill Lewis. Remember? So, now you're looking at, I'm the lecturer, and you're not even looking at the blackboard. You're too afraid of what I'm going to say. Relax. First of all. Okay? Now, for you, it's not a computer program. The docent calls it Bobby. Okay, Bobby has to settle a bit, so at least the Robert there. Okay. Okay, now you're saying that's a 10 con. Back. Good. Now, don't keep that leg forward. Turn your hip. Good. Now, right there. See, boom. Now, all you need to do, turn your hip. Okay. No, don't think throw. Just turn your hip. No, you're still thinking throw. When you think throw, you pull on my arm. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to a little bit. Here. Boom. Now, we got this motion. Boom. That's all. You're writing too much on the blackboard. Don't take that step back. One step, turn your hip, cover your face, step turn. Okay, right now you're kind of see you're sort of in the 10 con. That's a whole different set of equations, even though it's a she-hole and alligator. Why don't you want to do that? Stand over there. Stand over there.
Here?
Yes. Okay. Now, if you turn, you're going to go right into him. And now, right there. Clean your blackboard. Right now, too much thought. Now, turn your hip. Good. Now, cover your face. See, now I'm a shield. If you turn right into him. All technique is situational. You can learn it dry, rigid, all right? Then you're gonna 10 con right into another attack. You see what I mean? I mean, no sense this is all battlefield stuff. It's not just something some idiot dreamed up. But these days, I think two entering, two turning become very robotic. Okay? All we're trying to do is get you to clean your blackboard up. Okay? So. depend on being good. Yeah. Now the other thing right there, hold that for me. Yeah, that was basically good. Now what happened is you experienced an awkward moment here. Why? Because you pulled on his arm. When he pulls on, he pulls back. Okay, so what we're going to do instead of that is turn. And then we're going to do that motion. Okay? Why are you doing that? Because you're tall and you have difficulty getting underneath that. Yeah, I'm tall. So you create the problem to be bigger than it should be. The solution is very simple. You're still going to have trouble because you're tall, but you're making it 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Go again, come on. Yeah, now that was pretty high level Shihonage. You see what I mean? It was smooth, effective. What did you do? You cleaned out what you didn't need. That's basic Bruce Lee. It's also basic O-Sensei, really. All right? All right, if he comes and grabs, okay, oh, we got this. We got a lot of things we have. The hard thing is stupid class clog my blackboard. And I give them weight, and when I give them weight, it creates less flow between. See what I mean? So, you didn't learn just a better thing. You learn to wipe your blackboard of things you don't need anymore. One thing you don't need is to pull on the arm and make him pull back. Then you get to be right about the fact that Shihonage sucks because you're tall. Yeah, you're tall. I wish I was tall as you. Okay? Tall is good. Except when you pull on the arm, do the Shihonage, then you create this thing in your head saying, I can't do this, I hate this technique because I'm tall, I can't get under the arm. Okay? And you got to realize after a while, you're creating that because you're putting too much on your blackboard. Okay? Go. If he grabs, it's not impossible, but let's say he's coming in here. He's got you. Okay. Huh. Now he's got me. I got myself here. Oh. You give up your power when you do that. All of a sudden, you're flooding the blackboard with a bunch of ideas you don't need. You really don't need, I have trouble with this movement because I'm tall. Okay, I have trouble with other stuff because I'm short. I wish I was as tall as you. I wish I had your problem. Now, right here, again, okay, turn the hip. Right here, it's interesting how, then I start to pull. Oh, I'm just going to raise, cover my face. All I'm trying to do right there is say, okay, I can't make your mistakes for you, but I can let you know what mistakes I made for 30 years and how I kind of helped them out a little bit by saying, okay, what do I got to do? Learn the technique better. Ultimately, you clean your blackboard. Okay? All right. That's about it. Bruce Lee said every day is a daily reduction. Quality equations that the professor puts on the board just to show that he's the professor and everybody else is a student. You're not going to learn much. What's that movie, Good Will Hunting? Mm-hmm. Right? Professor says, this is unsolvable. Then he walks in, somebody solved it. Finds out the janitor did. Kind of cool. All right, go. So your template is good. Now be easier. Easier, right? There's still an idea like I'm big and I'm kind of awkward in emotion, okay? That's an override to all the good work. Where the more you think it, the stronger you make it, so you're just transparent a bit. Clean your blackboard, including your ideas about who you are. That's Misogi. Yes. Now, all of a sudden, you got a pretty good base there, and it all flowed. All you did was eliminate a thought and override. I understand it all, but I'm this or that. Okay? Got it? Okay? Good. Okay. How about? Okay. Now, one of the things that I'm about to say okay. You'd be surprised how much, I studied this basketball course that Curry wrote online. And I keep going back to that because it's basketball. But then you begin to realize one thing Curry is. He's a genius. LeBron is a genius too. It's just he's 6'9", 270 pounds. And yeah, he knows exactly what to do. Curry came in and he was 6'2", 6'3", probably 6'3" in shoes. That's the way it goes. Okay? But physically 170 pounds, could do things nobody else could. Basketball guys said, I mean, he still was drafted number 7, but there were 2 point guards drafted by the same team ahead of Curry. Okay? Now, what we're talking to some of you about is an override. I can't do this technique because I'm that's your override. So that's a weird thought that makes itself like blocks everything else that appears on your screen that makes you fail at what you want. Okay? Well, since you said IQ is about winning over ourselves. So you Shihonage Ken's tall. But he pulls on the arm, the other person pulls back, he feels even taller and more impossible. Okay? Somewhat, you tend to feel you're awkward. Okay. On the other hand, that's an override. You can have the best equations, and you think that thought, that dominates the whole blackboard. So since I said we all have them. Okay? We all have them. So a lot of that is isolating it, putting yourself in situations here where you win over that. You become more effective. You're a better communicator. Your movement gets smoother. Your equations are an updated version, and you're on your way to writing your own program. And the number one thing that screws us up is the override. I know that, but, okay? All right. Now, let's everybody stand up. Why don't we? Okay. You can still come that way, huh? Turn the hip. Now we're going to change the direction of it. Shihonage sub-algorithm. If I get grabbed, okay. What is my override? Situation is too weighty for me. I can't handle it. No, I just need better timing. I jump ahead and run into things. I don't remember the term, my hips. Well, this goes not under the elbow, but just above on the triceps tendon, and then we go. All right, in slow practice, it looks like this. He comes up, boom, we're back here, ready for it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Anybody can do one. Curry can make 15 shots in a row that nobody else can. All right, there's a certain way, because his blackboard is pretty clear. He's had to deal with a lot of stupid overrides that other people looked at him and put on too small, not athletic enough, bad ankles. There's more. He's about to sign $1 billion contract with Under Armour. And he will put a lot of that money into social causes. Okay? He had to overcome a lot of junk, but they fueled him. Clean the blackboard a bit more. Understand your algorithms at a deeper level. All of a sudden, I'm writing the algorithms. I'm the computer programmer, not trying to learn the program. And as good as LeBron is, he's not that good there. Okay, now that's recorded, so I doubt I'm going to get an angry Twitter tweet there. Okay, different partner, we're going to do the Kokinage. Let's go. Watch your throws, because you can't throw this somebody into somebody else or into a wall. So be cool. Go. Yeah. Okay, a couple of things right there. When you're, okay, let's say coming in this direction. This is a shot that you should have taken, but you didn't take it. The shot you should have taken, but you didn't take it. Take the shot. Boom. Yeah, he's coming this way. Boom. Come. Yeah, boom. Other things should happen. Better to stay with the play. Okay? All right? But here, there's a lot of things we could do. We go this way. All right, now we're getting back up, and we got that motion there. A lot of things there. Okay, but if you're coming in the second boom, boom, good. Now we're going to go that way. Boom. And over here. Good. Boom, boom, boom. All right, now when you go, what should I do? What Jordan Poole said He got good when he got set down to the G-League and realized he had to make decisions in like 0.5 of a second or less. Because before the game stops. Might not be a great decision, but it's movement within that, and somebody else can make your movement into something good. But if I hold it, I stop the flow of the team. So go again, give me my, take the shot. Take the shot, don't think about it. Good, now go again, follow up. You made one, make two. You can't make a shot unless you take it. Good. Doesn't mean that you are trying to throw him, it just means you're following through. You see the difference right there? All of a sudden, there's an override there, like I never get to shoot the ball, so when I get it, I'm uncomfortable, or conversely, I don't shoot it very well. Well, in a fantasy universe, Game 7 against the Milwaukee Bucks for the title, Kevon Looney has to take a three. He makes it. It's a parade. He knows that most times he shouldn't take it, but under certain circumstances, everything else is total crap. Get the shot up.
Go for it.
You see what I mean? Yeah. So you miss every shot you don't take. Every time you go, to throw, the key stops. Now don't throw them into a wall or somebody else. Okay, go. Come on. Now, yeah, keep going. Okay, now, so hold that for me. Hold this for me. Hold this for me. He's tall. You're trying to do this. It's a thrusting motion. No, it's that motion. It's not that motion. It's that motion. Yeah? So if he's coming, boom. Now, maybe I don't throw. Maybe I walk him out the door because I'm a bouncer. Okay? Okay. All right? So if he comes in this way, okay, out the door. And then boom. You're trying to go this way, he's tall. It's a thrusting motion. But you're under him. Okay, now I'm going to lift you up. No. You're leaning on the cutting edge of a spear. You lift yourself. See that motion right there?
Yes.
Okay. What is that motion? This motion. Okay, let's see. Now, it's a thrust. Don't get confused between a cut and a thrust. Okay? He's tall. You have trouble getting him underneath him and getting him down from the top, but you're coming from underneath him. And you thrust. Go. Yeah. Okay, keep going. Anybody can do it once. Come on. Yeah. And
That's going to be 2
Look, follow through, not into the wall or anything. Not into the wall, follow through, just for the practice. Follow through. Follow through, yes. Okay, yeah.
I noticed that because he's way bigger than I really have to use my hip to.
Well, he's tall, yeah, he's tall. Huh? Override, I can't do this.
Right.
Okay. He stands, this is harder. He stands, good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to thrust that way. If I go this way, I'm going to lose the fit. Okay? Good. I'm building a bridge. Okay, now the bridge is this way, but it has to have support so it doesn't collapse. Right? It's just a sports week, the bridge caves in and I get sued. In traffic, I go along the bridge. Okay? I'm not an engineer, but you know, if I was a bad engineer, I build the bridge without the proper supports, and somebody goes crash and I get sued. And then the person who hired me, badmouths me, I can't get another job. Okay? All right? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Why don't you hold that for me? You know, what we're going to do right here. So, come on, please. Okay. Okay. Now, some of this, I've seen Hank Aaron, old. The ball's almost in the catcher's mitt. Boom. Line drive to the opposite field. Quick wrists. Beautiful eyes. Okay. Quick. Now what we're going to do is the Kotegaeshi move. Okay. Easy on this one, but right about here. Boom. Right. Now there are derivative moves right there. There's that motion. Okay. Kotegaeshi. Huh? Easy. Inappropriate to the focal. Okay. Right. Let's change partners. Finish with the Kotegaeshi move. Thank you. Okay, let's watch this for a bit. Okay. Now, one of the things that we're working on, okay, is, David, punch him up for a second, okay? Swinging the arms. Swinging the arms. Swinging the arms, okay? As opposed to turning the hip. Turn the hip. Swing the arms. Turn the hip. And if I turn the hip the other way. Swing the arms. This is, okay? Right between this and that, there's a nice hole right there. Swing the arm. No. Turn the hip. Turn the hip that way, that way. Curry's got the ball. He's going to go this way. If the defender's a little slow, he's going to go there. If he can't beat the defender, then he's probably going to step back and shoot a three. Okay, if the defender stays with him, he's going to cross over. And right there, he's going to keep going or may pull back and that way. Okay? It flows. Again, what he knows, which is conscious, is flowing through his unconscious. That's championship level. That's when yourself, your mind are clear, your body and your mind are talking at the storm. You're the championship level of yourself. Hold that for me for a bit. So, for example, here, now, see how I swing the arms? Okay. See? Ba, ba. Ba, ba. I can have my balance go that way. Chips. Like Earth now. Come on in. Grab them. Got that. Thank you. All right. So all I'm doing, that's more of a demonstration, but swing the arms. Turn the hip. Turn the hip. Turn the hip. Up here, out there. Okay? I'm writing the right stuff, but the graffiti on the board obscures it. Well, I got a good move here, but it bogs down here. Well, that move starts that movement. That movement can go here, 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 here. So I do a lot of exercises like this. Flow patterns. Do I know what's going to happen? Not really. No, you know, the patterns repeat. What does Curry do? He dribbles, he drives, he passes, he shoots, he defends. He doesn't do a lot of stuff. He just does it at a genius level. Very seldom do you see him out of position defensively. He's a really underrated defender. He's a point guard. He can pass, but the problem is you want somebody else shooting and you want Steph to shoot. That's a good problem to have. But he has Draymond, who can play make, and he has Clay, who can take the pressure off him because he can also shoot. So there's a strength in numbers there. All right. Now, what you're looking at is a set of algorithms that encompasses a community. And, you know, I mean, as much as we need world peace now, yeah, we need somebody who can clear out all the junk, put the right algorithms on the blackboard for world peace and love. Involve some other people so it becomes strength in numbers. They go out and involve other people. And it doesn't mean because you disagree with somebody that you have to fight them. If we can get that, then, you know, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in the Ukraine, but, you know, for a while, all of a sudden they're kicking Russia's butt again. And if you go back, it's pretty predictable because of what Russia is doing. Okay? Russia came in on a stupid idea. We'll just line up some tanks, go in, and the Ukraine will say, we are, you know, they're the liberators. No, they're going to fight for their country. Big, massive override. We are Russia, liberators. No, you're oppressors going into a country trying to take that country when that country has its own identity. They're not going to fly down. Okay, you have more equipment and men, but you guys are dumb to think that way. So the override, we're Russia, but right now we're kind of dumb. Okay, I hope Russia doesn't win, but that's just me. And it's not a football game. People die on both sides. Best thing is all of a sudden somebody clears the blackboard in their own system enough. They began to see the algorithms more clearly. Involve a couple other people who involve a couple more people and a couple more people. If all of a sudden we can get Stephen Curry into an Aikido class, wow. I don't think it'll happen. I'll say, hi, Steph, why are you in my next Aikido class? I doubt that'll work, but, And if it's presentable enough, he says, after my basketball, yeah, I can get socially more involved on certain levels, like poverty. He's already involved, but there's areas where he could get more involved. And just all of a sudden, he would probably clear his mind and start to write algorithms that are better. And then he'd clear, and they'd just come through his unconscious, like they do on the basketball court. And we're not necessarily going to be Stephen Curry, but if you say I want to be like Ueshiba, that's pretty hard because he existed so many years ago. As he said, well, that was him. And so Curry is, I don't know, I don't know him, but he's the closest I've seen to what Ueshiba is doing in his own vocation. He understands the mental part of the game. He understands the emotional part. Your mind will go crazy on you, so you have to be able to settle past all that, because all of a sudden, when a lot of energy comes up, we get way too emotional, but he's able to stay calm and clear. And he not only writes better algorithms, he writes the program for better algorithms. And when we can get there, that was what Sensei wanted us to do. Everybody here, he said fancy things like there's a mission for us. Everybody here is to write their own program. And to write that program in terms of universal design, and the single thing that connects everything in the universe is something called love. Izanagi, Izanami, they create Japan. There's an attraction. If they were fighting, bickering, no creation, just chaos. Gravity, electromagnetism, weak force, strong force are the laws that create the physical universe. Einstein said it's not about weight. It's really about space-time, matter, energy. Now it goes both ways. Matter and energy bend space to create gravity and weight. But space-time is more like the blackboard. If you can start to move and bend space-time, you move matter and energy. That was O-sensei's thing. That's why you kind of had the unified field theory. Or I didn't write it down. His thing was become enlightened, and you will be that unified field theory. That was the task he left us. We're kind of behind him, as you can kind of tell. Right? That was why he was here. Okay? Anyway. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Nice and empty, everybody? In that very alive, empty place? Blackboard, not totally blank, but going towards wiping the graffiti off. Cool. Okay. Make sure I don't walk out with this. There you go.